Sister Claire Marie whacking you with her ruler. Matt asked me to serve as the sort of master of ceremonies, which I wasn't so sure about, except I never had the chance to be master of anything in this crowd, so I thought I'd seize the moment. Welcome to the reunion. We're going to do an incredibly short program. Matt gave me one piece of advice, and he said, try to make up in brevity what you will almost certainly lack in wit. I will try to do exactly that. This party came together through the incredible efforts of so many people. I have to say, I want to thank the people who came. It was a great effort, and some of you came from far and wide. And I got to tell you, it was damn hard to find some of you. It was, I took the assignment of finding, like, Brian Wynn. He was right under he lived in Appalachia, so, and you guys all know what happened in Appalachia, so, something funny going on there. And, my best experience, I suppose, was Mary Ann Zanoinski, who someone said, here was the clue I had. Her last name is O'Neill, and she lives somewhere between Scranton and Philadelphia. and I think she's a nurse. So I went, Google and Facebook, thank God. If we didn't Google and Facebook, we would be having this in a corner booth at Chick's Diner. With Jimmy Brennan jumping up every 3 minutes and taking our picture. But, so I went on the look for, Mary Ann O'Neill, and I didn't get good records of who I was calling. And the third time I called a woman who's a nurse in Easton, I think, whose name is Mary Ann O'Neill, and about her age, she threatened to call the police. Apparently I was harassing her. So on the spot, I invited her to our, but she didn't come. Of course, I got the O'Neill thing from graduates of Sacred Heart, to whom all Irish names apparently sound the same. Her name is McNeil. O'Neill, McNeil, whatever. So, and then the last two we found, we had given up. Tommy Brazil, I put forward the notion that Tommy had become a Buddhist monk. Because he was impossible to find, and he turned out not to be a Buddhist monk, but he spent a year in the seminary, so I wasn't totally wrong. But Pat Brennan, by the way, don't take any pictures of Pat Brennan. I'm almost certain he's in the federal witness protection. Because we couldn't find him anywhere. And finally, out of the blue, he called. I think, the FBI gave him up for him. So he's going to go back into witness protection somewhere in Florida. And when I started up here, Matt said, they're about 10 minutes away from the food, so see if you can stretch it to that. So I have to tell you, though, this was not, as great as this place is, it wasn't our first choice. Our first choice was Mary Petrus's bar in Old Forest. And we went to go there, but they said we could come, but not if Jerry Straub or Rich Rafalco, or especially Dan Conti, or Dominic Giorgetti showed up, because apparently there was some irregularity back in the 60s in which these guys almost cost them their liquor license. Maybe you can ask them about it. I don't know the details of that. Thank you everyone for coming.